Airbnb, Airbnb, Airbnb. It's all that I hear in these clubhouse rooms and forums that I see online. Everybody wants to hack the Airbnb algorithm, search engine optimization, whatever you want to call it. People want to get higher on this platform. They want to know how, they want to know why, and they want to know the easiest way of doing it so they can be at the top of the very top. Now, I will caveat what I'm going to say by saying that Airbnb SEO, search engine optimization, is a lot different than what you may associate as normal SEO, which is Google. It's totally different algorithms created by totally different people, and it's based on so many different data sets. However, there are specific ways that you can hack the system, that you can get higher up. And this is one of the things that I'm going to share with you today. And over the next couple of days, I'll give you some other little useful tactics and tips as well that you can do as well. So when it comes to Airbnb, specifically comes to their search ranking, the number one way that you can get higher on the system is get, wait for it, drum roll, better reviews. That is simply it. One of the key factors that Airbnb takes when it is judging who comes where is the review that the guest leaves you. Now, there are two types of review. There is the visible review and there is the hidden review. And we'll talk about the visible first. So the visible review is the one that you see in public, that anybody else can see, your future potential guests can see. It's the 1 to 5 star with a little bit of feedback. That's the one that everybody can see. Now, Airbnb can't just base its whole search ranking on that factor alone. And if anybody has ever stayed in an Airbnb, you will know that Airbnb go a little bit more in depth, a little bit more asking questions after you've left the original 5-star feedback. They go into a little bit more questions. They want to know more about the check-in process, about the communication, about the listing. And, you know, more often than not, people don't go that far. I never have done, but you will find that people do. And this is where the hidden reviews come in. Now, a good friend of mine, Facebook friend, virtual online friend, Danny from Optimize My B&B, he did a fantastic video on this where you can see what your ranking is based on those factors. Go and check out his YouTube channel, Optimize My B&B. Type in YouTube search algorithm, and he goes into depth on that. It's really good. And again, he geeks out on it and he takes it a bit further what I'm going to say. This is the simplified version, is that there's a hidden review and there's a public review. Now, if you get really good extra reviews from your guest, then that will give you more of a boost. Okay, so just bear that in mind. So the better your service, the better your quality, and don't forget, ask for a review. There's so many ways that you can ask. You can place a little sign in your property saying, please don't forget to review us on Airbnb, etc., as it helps us get more visible. So ask, for a review. Don't forget to send your own personal message or a post-day email, whether it's automated or it's one that you do, a little voice note. Don't forget, Airbnb will also send that notification, but Airbnb send that notification on the day of checkout. And I've always said this, think back to the last time that you checked out, especially if you've got kids or you've got a long drive, you've got a flight or something like that. The last thing that you want to do at checkout is leave a review. You want to make sure that you've got everything. You make sure you've got all your kids. You make sure you're in your car. You make sure you've not forgotten out and that you've basically left and that your property is clean so you'll get your deposit back. The last thing you want to do is leave a review. So make sure you do a 24, 48 hours, 72 hours after checkout, whether it's an automated message or it's a personal message, just to ask people to leave a review. So again, it's not super simple, super quick. It will take a bit of time, but you need to get reviews. Now, if you're just starting out and you're thinking, well, I haven't got reviews, what you need to do, discount your property, get people through the door, get reviews on the property in your listing, and start to get that good juice flowing. So that's number one. Number one is get reviews and ratings. Nothing groundbreaking, something that you've heard before, but it's very important. So if you want to hack the system, if you want to get better SEO on Airbnb, get better reviews. Of course, I'll be back tomorrow with another Daily Boost podcast. Please make sure that if this is the first time that you have discovered me, hit the thumbs up button, make sure you subscribe, make sure you download, but most importantly, share this video, share this podcast in a Facebook group, share it in a LinkedIn group, share it with a friend, a host, anybody that you know. Try and spread the word. My goal is to help 1 million hosts just like you get the tools, the tactics, the training, but most importantly, the confidence to get more heads on beds. It starts with the OTAs and then we venture into the world of direct booking. So this is a start. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be back tomorrow.
Having a blast, gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely.